so that it's coming from you and not just from the account?
Yeah, how do I do that?
I don't know, but we're live, so say hi, and you can explain it to the whole crowd. Hi, everyone. Oh, my goodness. We were just chatting about texting into the app here that we're using for all of this stuff. So anyway, welcome. This is Dan from cloudy and rainy Minnesota. Sunny somewhere behind that.
Yeah,
John, you're up in the mountains somewhere.
I'm in my basement.
John is frozen. That's right. John has lousy internet connection, so he's just going to sit there and smile the whole time. Frozen.
Nice.
Well, it was a good picture to stop on.
Kevin, you're in your lovely basement in Kansas, Lenexa, Kansas.
Yes.
Beautiful Lenexus. And Renee Rabbit is in his, I'm assuming, your house in California.
Yeah, I'm in my kitchen.
Cool.
And I just got to show this. Thank you for being a member, Antonina. I love this name. And Antonina, I'm hoping I'm saying it correct.
Yeah, well, pronounce the last name.
Antonia?
Yeah, Shinkarenko.
That's pretty good.
I might have butchered that. That's cool.
No, that sounded good to me. That's great. Well, and welcome.
I like your accent.
So, yeah. So thanks for being here. All right. So Robin is here.
Hey, Robin.
Hello, Robin.
Hi.
You're using your school internet.
No, I'm in my office. I start school on Monday.
Oh, okay. Cool. Robin teaches chief architectural program.
Yes.
Interior design program. All of that at the Portland
Community College.
Community College. Cool.
Yep. How you guys?
John is back.
Morning.
John is back from the mountains. All right. A lot of names on here we recognize. Thank you guys for being here. As the show was slated today, I was going to talk about the Pro Academy and what's coming up in there. So we don't really have a topic other than, to jabber about that. And also, if you guys have questions, type them in and we'll try to get to some of those as well. So we're just planning to have a good time here, and I'm really excited about showing you what we've done at the Pro Academy, because I've been working on it a long time, been talking about it a long time. We were laughing about that 2 days ago. It's like, yeah, I'm the ultimate procrastinator. I win. No, John won. That's right. John won that contest for some reason.
No.
I'm not quite sure why.
Yeah, no, I think in the end you actually won.
Oh, I did. Okay, cool.
Because you specify what you want to do, and I don't. I just don't do it. I don't tell anybody what I'm supposed to be doing.
You just don't do anything. Anyway.
What's the procrastination? I feel like you've been working on this.
Oh, I've been working on it. I saw a note I had typed on my computer. I don't know where I put it, but back in January, I said, yeah, Pro Academy coming soon. Of course, and that's been on my website since January.
Yeah.
And I've actually been talking about it for years. It's been active for a
you know
long
what?
time.
It looks like you've been working on it. It shows.
That's right.
So I don't think
We have
you're
been
procrastinating.
Yeah. No, we've put a lot of work in it. The Pro Academy is something that I've had available for quite a long time. John, I actually started it back in 2015.
Mike said he's been using it since 2012. There was a note here that Mike had been using it since 2012.
Well, that could be. I mean, what I used to do is I used to use a program called GoToWebinar, and I would do John. In fact, John joined me then. I don't remember when John started joining me. It would have been after you started joining me in my teaching. But I used to do a couple times a month, sometimes once a week, sometimes once a month. I'd do a chief architect training session for everybody. I'd open it up for free, and the live sessions were free to attend, and then I would put all the recordings in my Pro Academy. And then I sold that as a membership site, and it's been active for a very long time. And very many people, and some people on the call here, have been part of that site ever since. And I really want to thank you for your loyalty and for sticking with me on this, because it's been this whole chief architect journey that we're all on. In various stages. I know Renee is a little bit different journey than I am, and Robin is all of us. We're all kind of in our own way of going certain ways, but the number one goal that we're all after is to help all you guys on the call to do better in your business. Of course, obviously that means we'll do better in our business, right? So
Yes.
that's kind of the goal, and it makes perfect sense. So over the years, it's been a joy to teach chief architect because I've seen how this program has helped so many businesses and so many people in those businesses improve the way they sell things, improve the way they communicate with their clients, projects go better. I mean, gosh, I've always said a good set of plans is worth their weight in gold. It'll help you make your project go so much smoother. You'll have less problems, less change orders, less pissed off clients, less of all of those things because you've done a good plan and because you've been able to communicate that in 3D. And that's another reason I'm really grateful that the people at Chief Architect continue creating a good product. Now, we have our gripes about certain things, Kevin, that we always want to see
I love
improvements
you.
on, but we'll give them credit. They keep doing a really good job of adding new things. And I think we talked about a little bit on last show, some of the things that we saw that they're going to include in X18, i.e. version 28. And we're pretty excited and pretty impressed with some of the things that they're doing. They're really moving this program into the 21st century or whatever century we're in now. So it's pretty cool. So my goal is to keep offering as much information, as much help as I can. I mean, I'm one guy. Thank God I got you four around me to keep everything moving, and we talk to each other and we keep each other excited about what's going on with this thing. We're always sharing ideas, and that really makes this a lot of fun. And again, I see Margaret's there. She drank the Kool-Aid. Yeah, Margaret. Yeah, and it's amazing having you come to our events all the time. It's so fun to be with you, and you've always got a smile and laugh for us. So it's just, again, everybody that I've ever been involved with the chief architect in the chief architect community, I can't think of anybody that doesn't fit this, but they're just the greatest people. All of you guys are, pat yourself in the back because you're really good people. And I'm always amazed at how willing everybody is to help each other in their journey to learn chief architect and become better using it.
You got to say something special about Jolene, Dan. She's a big part of your team.
Jolene's amazing. Hi, Jolene. Thanks for joining us today. Jolene, you have a login. You could actually log in here and join us. But that's okay. You can just watch. Jolene and I have been working together about 8 years now, I think. Jolene, all of the graphics that you see, much of the website stuff you see, all the marketing, the social media, she's doing all of that stuff, and she's doing a fantastic job. Her and her team are just awesome to work with. So I really appreciate it. And Jolene was at our last summit. Her and her husband, Darren, came out and they helped prepare all the food and take care of everybody. And it was really cool to spend time with the two of them at the summit. So thanks, Jolene, for being there. Huh?
Jolene was a lifesaver in my class.
We discovered a whole new talent that Jolene's got. She turns out that she teaches yoga. And we took these 5-minute breaks, and Jolene would come in and just calm us all down and refresh us. And 5 minutes later, we were awake, aware, and ready to go again. So
my whole class was getting hit with major dopamine hits of way too much information, and then Jolene would come in there and like, let's go fix you guys real quick. Let's stand up and shake it out.
It really made a big difference. So yeah, Jolene is are you certified, Jolene? I think you're a certified yoga instructor, aren't you?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's amazing. So just a really great couple. And they own I think it's 11-bedroom Airbnb, or bed and breakfast, I should say, in a small town in southern Minnesota. So 23 years she's been certified. So cool. And she does a good job.
Does Jolene have a yoga like YouTube stream?
If you go to Big Raven Yoga, you'll find her website. And if you go to Big Raven Media, you'll find her marketing site. And if you go to Big Raven Farms, these are all .coms, you'll find information about her their bed and breakfast. So
nice.
Yeah, I met Jolene at meetup in the Twin Cities here. They were going to talk about Facebook. So I thought, oh, I want to learn about Facebook. So I went there and I loved what Jolene had to say. And we've been working together ever since. We meet every week for an hour, at least an hour, to talk about what we're going to be doing for the following week or the next few months, and what's the next designer show. She takes care of everything, so it's great relationship.
Cool.
So thanks again, Jolene, for being there for us. And she's
also,
been.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just saying she's been really instrumental in helping me reformat the Pro Academy too. So I'll show that here in just a little bit.
Robin the other day on our call was saying, Rabbit, you should do this to your website. And I looked at your Pro Academy and I said, I don't want to do all that work.
Well, you remember now, I've been
so much work.
I've been doing online training since 2005, and so of course I don't have any of that older stuff on my website anymore. You don't want to learn about version X1 anymore.
Right.
So although it's really kind of interesting because a lot of the strategy hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, that's true.
Overall, the way you do roofs hasn't changed that much from X1 to X17.
Yeah.
So 11 to 27. So
Jolene's nudging us to get back on topic here.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I like
Pro
talking about
before we go there, look at this one. Robin, this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had
Nice.
I did a chief course, a 2.5-day class in Portland, and it was very successful. So I'm really glad Emma came. There were a lot of different levels of people using the program in many different ways. So it was a lot of fun. And Erin Rose came up to Portland to assist, and she was fabulous. So it was really helpful. I don't know if Erin's on the call today, but thank you, Erin.
Erin confirmed that the pizza was really good.
Yeah. I liked how you had an interview that Renee's like, let me talk to Erin to make sure that the pizza was good. For those of you who don't know, I have a wood fire oven, and we make our own pizza, and it's really good. And I have been saying that it's really good. And Kevin came out last year and had it, and he said it was really good. And Renee needed to get like another person.
So here's the funny thing.
Erin has had it too.
Is I've been watching a show on Hulu now, and now I'm getting ads for Oregon pizza. I'm not
because you've been talking too much about it.
Well,
you need to come to Portland,
Oregon.
Renee.
You did say Oregon, not Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon. Okay.
Come to Portland, Renee.
Anyway, all right, let's keep moving on. So anyway, we won't bore everybody to death with our stuff here.
Just a reminder, everybody, if you have burning questions you want to talk about today, don't hesitate to post them.
We'll talk about them, absolutely. So we'll spend a little time talking about this, and then we'll switch it over and then do some chief stuff. So first of all, we do have a class coming up in Bloomington, Minnesota, October 6th through the 9th. We've got about 3 seats left. If anybody's interested, we tap out at about 18 people in that class. So if you're interested, go to thechiefexperts.com and check it out. It's right at the top of the homepage. John and I will be teaching that. And we have a lot of fun with that. And John's committed to doing the yoga sessions every.
Actually, I asked Jolene to send us some videos.
Yeah.
Before we left the summit, so
we'll have to do that.
Can we have some videos?
Yeah, that'd be great. It really does help. Makes a big difference. Anyway, let's go talk about Pro Academy. So Pro Academy, this is the new site that I've just put up here a couple of days ago. And when you log in, some of the main things that I really want to do again is live meetings like this in the Pro Academy. The thing about those is it's like a Zoom meeting. You'll see everybody that's on the call. So we'll be doing those twice a month, first and third Wednesday of the month. And if you go to the Chief Experts go to the calendar link at chiefexperts.com, you will see when those live days are going to be occurring. So we'll have one here on October 1st. It's the first and third Wednesday of every month. And if you click on the calendar link, you may not find a topic here, or maybe you will. I know I'll probably put topics up about some of the things we're going to talk about, but in the live room, you just click this link right here. That'll take you right to the the Pro Academy Live login room, and you'll click that, and click that button, and you're in the meeting. So I've tried to make this as simple as possible. You don't have to go to your email and look for any emails or anything, although you'll probably get some, but all you have to do is come to chiefexpert.com calendar, click join the meeting, and you'll be in. The meetings, if you're not a member yet, which is if you're not and you want to join, you can click here to find out, or just go to the chiefexperts.com site and go hit the learn more button about the Pro Academy. The agenda
looks really nice. It's really nice and clean.
Isn't it nice?
Really nice and clean.
I don't like that. That should be over here. But from 9 to 10:15, these are all Central Time now, so you'll have to adjust it to your time zone. And if you subscribe to this calendar, which you could do if you Google Calendar. If you subscribe to this calendar, which you could do if you Google Calendar. If you why am I getting a feedback here? Well, anyway, if you subscribe to the calendar, you can get it in your Google Calendar. So from 9 to 10:15, we're going to do open discussion, Q&A. We'll have, if you don't have anything, we'll talk about different topics. From 10:30 to 11:30, and I always put a plus sign there because I tend to go long on those. I will have specific topics that we'll talk about chief architect. It'll be something about chief architect. Maybe they were going to talk about schedules or cabinets, walls, roofs, whatever. It'll be a topic that we dig into really, really in depth. And so that'll be more of a formal class.
Will you be taking questions during that class?
If it relates to the topic of that class. The questions are this right here. And then again in the evening, we'll have open discussion. So I'm trying to make this so, again, twice a month, you'll have an opportunity in the morning and the evening. You know, if you can't make it during the day, you can come in the evening, or if you're in a different part of the world, you could join us more in your time zone. So you can ask questions. I will get a link up here where you can post your questions ahead of time, which would be really nice. So we'll get that set up. And then from 2 to 3:30, we're going to do something. I'm going to try this. It's going to be called plan review. Now, when you think of plan review, you think of chief architect plans. Yeah, you're going to send them to me and we'll take a look at them. We'll offer ideas, critique, things like that. So we'll get into some of that. But that's going to go deeper than that, because what I'm also looking to do with that is talk about marketing plans, business plans, sales plans, different kinds of plans that you have as part of your business. Haven't formalized that yet, but it's just kind of something I really enjoy doing. I love talking about the different parts of your design business or contracting business as far as that goes. So we'll do some of that as well in the plan review. So it won't always be talking about chief architect plans. So we'll have some fun with that. So again, live's first and third Wednesday of the month. We won't do any of those in August or December. So it's going to be 10 months out of the year. You'll get 2 sessions. That's 20 sessions a year. Nothing on 5th Wednesdays. There's a few months that'll have 5 Wednesdays. Topics may change, so we'll do that. And, I also say I'm pretty good at every now and then we'll just throw up something on the fly, and you'll get notification of that as a member. So that's part of it. The other thing I'm doing is we're going to be doing, all the recordings will go at these links that you see here in the different areas. I'm also doing a content share on the website. So when we go over to the Academy and you look at the menu here, you'll see that I have a bunch of on-demand training. These are different courses that I've done. And John has been a big part of these courses. We just did this one this year. It's actually recordings from a live class that we did in Rockford, Maryland. And so it's all listed out here. So when you click on any of these and you go to that session, it's going to take you in there, and everything's time coded. Unfortunately, my software that I use does not allow us to have a link that clicks to that part of the video. So you just have to look at the time code and fast forward to that spot. Kind of a pain, but it works. So it's not a big deal. The video player is excellent on this website. So it really works well. And then once you click somewhere, you'll have the breadcrumbs up here that you can go back and look at different things. So here's all the different parts of that class. So it'll list how many minutes there are. Now, if you've gone to a class and you got to leave and come back to it, all you got to do is click this little star, and that's going to put it in a section called favorites. So when you go to when you want to come back to it, just go to my favorites. There it is. You can click on it. It's not like YouTube. It's not going to remember where you left off. You kind of have to remember that. Although here it did. Look at that. Maybe they've improved it. But you'll be able to at least place it so you can come back to it really easily. And I love that about this theme that I'm using. So that's a bunch of the different online those classes. This here is a lot of stuff. Now, some of them were done back in 2000, 2001, 2002, in X12, X13, some are X14. This first one's X16. Again, much of the techniques that you use for a lot of these things doesn't change that much. But going forward now, my goal is to update a lot of these things with more current things. Things like the 2D CAD and structural detail, not much difference at all. Construction methods, that's kind of like that's for the person that is a really good designer, but they don't know much about how buildings are put together. John and I did this class, and we just talked about the different types of building methods. And we had a lot of fun with that, and I really enjoyed that. I did this class a long time ago called Boost Your Design Sales. So I posted this. I got to go through and update a few things, but it got a lot of tips about running your design business, agreements, what to charge. I mean, all this kind of stuff about selling your design services. Here's where you'll find the recordings for the live Q&A sessions. Now, I did post some of the old ones that I had up here. There's a bunch of them. You know, whether you want to go back and watch them or not. I mean, I may put them in the archive. I'm not sure yet. Chief presentations. I got a lot of stuff here already. That's most of the stuff's really good. So it's just, I've done a lot of training on Chief over the years, as you can see. Now, if you're not quite sure where to find something, we've got a pretty robust search engine here. So you just go up here and, you know, type in what you're searching for, and you'll get a listing of some of the different things that relate to that topic. So you click on those and find out more about them. Oh, that one had no results. Why did it do that? Did I spell something wrong? Let me try that again. Roof.
You have a lot of roofs there. It's all roofs.
All of
Those
them
are all roofs.
Oh, these are all about roofs. I probably should do something. I should do something a little more specific.
A little bit more detailed.
Yeah, that's probably good. The other thing here, there's a thing called content list, and I'm still working on this. It's kind of something I've always wanted to do. This is a one-stop shop for everything that's on the site. So you can scroll down this list. You could search this thing here too, and it'll take you to the different lessons, and then you could click right on the lesson number.
Nice.
And go right to that lesson. You can also look at this as a gallery, where you can see all of the different images that are associated with the different topics, or you could do it as a board, which will give you the title and then all of the time codes that are below that title. And again, you can click on the lesson and go right to that lesson. So it's just another nice way to search for the topics that you're looking for, because again, there's a lot going on in Chief. So what do you?
I like the board. That's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Really cool. Yes, yeah. So did you have to go through and timestamp every one of those individually?
I've always done that with my videos. Now it's real automatic, but I've done that with my videos back in 2005 when I first started. Even I did it back in when I was doing VCR tapes. Hell, in version 3, 4, 5, I took the VCR and I made a little booklet that you could flip through the different topics and, oh, it's this video at that timestamp. So I've always done that. And it's just, because when you do an hour or 2 hour presentation like we do here, it's hard to go find what you're looking for. So I've always tried to make
this is so nice. If you guys look at this, it tells you what version he recorded this in. It has time stamping on it. You guys, if you're not a member of this, this is amazing. It's really great, Dan. I'm playing around. I'm looking at it right now. This thing is amazing. Really well organized. I love the board. The board is great because it really tells you, oh, I just want to know how to add a slope rafter to a detail. You can click, you can get right there. You see the timestamp right at that point.
Yeah.
You don't have to waste not that you're wasting your time, but you don't have to waste all the time of waiting for the one thing you actually need.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Another shout out to Jolene for these graphics too. Those are,
I know.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job.
very helpful. Yeah.
You can always tell the ones I
done.
did. You can tell the ones I did. You know that one versus the ones
You need
that
to
Jolene
let
did.
you need to let Renee or let Jolene
Jolene
update
do it,
those.
yeah.
That's BJ before Jolene. So yes, she does all of my graphs. She does a great job.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I got a little category called tidbits. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet. Templates. I've got my templates up here. I will be updating those to X17, but the X16 templates work fine in Chief X17, so you could just use those. And there's still some training there, which again, it's going to be we're going to be updating all this training on how to use templates. My templates are very basic. They're not Renee templates. They're very easy to use, and so it's a great way to get. And let me preface this: it's a great way to get started with templates, and learn them and understand them. And once you get to that point, go get Renee's stuff because it'll blow your socks off. He's got it really dialed in.
So
But
the way I would describe the difference between your two templates is Dan's templates stay within the box of Chief Architect. Renee's templates take us outside the box of Chief Architect.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's a really good way to describe it.
Yeah, so you talk about outside the box thinking.
If I get 5 minutes at the end of this, I'll show you something I'm excited about in the current version of mine.
Cool, that'd be awesome. Content and sharing. So this is something I've always wanted to do, and I'm adding this. So if you're going to do a plan review, okay, you need to send me a plan, and you can't just send me the plan file. You've got to do the export now, or you got to do the backup, and I'll explain how to do that in a short video. But I also want to share content. So what you do is you can upload, if you got something you want to share, and agreements, you've got forms, you've got different things that you've developed for your business that you just don't mind sharing with the rest of the community. That would be really welcome and be really, really cool. And then what we'll do is once we get those, we'll review them, and then we'll post them here for people to come and download. So I'm pretty excited about that. Plus, I've already got a whole bunch of stuff I want to share, so I'll be posting that here. This one is the one I'm really excited about. Chief buttons and hotkeys. I'm really excited about this. Now, if you go here now and you click on these, which I may turn off for the time being, there won't be anything there but images. So I haven't done the videos for those yet. Oh, I got to turn that one off. So what this is, I have a, let's see if I have the graphic up here. Do I even have, I should have that loaded. Let's see, buttons and hotkeys. As you can see, I still have a lot of work to do. You know, this is one of those things I'll never be done with. Okay, where'd it go? Damn it. Directions, I don't have anything there, I don't think. Installing the hotkeys. Thought I had the graphic up here. I'll find it. Actually, here, one more time. I'm really prepared for this one. Not. Let me just do one thing. Hotkeys, sheet pad, and I haven't uploaded it. Okay, well, I'll get the info on there. But the bottom line is, when each week I'm going to start adding to these categories, and what it will be. So, like, let me just grab something here quick. Maybe you can see this. So you'll be able to print this out, and it's a sheet with 72 buttons on it that I've created keystrokes for, shortcuts, and you'll be able to install those in Chief. And then I've got all the shortcuts numbered. I don't know if you can, does that come through right side, or is it backwards?
No, it's right. Okay. You're good.
See a little number up there. All you have to do is come into Chief, come into here and search for that number. So if you want to learn about button number, 2105, you type that in, boom, there's that. I'm going to teach you all about rich text in this lesson. So, and what I've done is created shortcuts for all the buttons that'll be on this sheet, which I think are really easy to learn and easy to remember. And they're hotkeys, they're buttons you use all the time in Chief. Plus, they're buttons that a lot of people don't know what they do, because Chief's got 1,300 buttons. It's a lot to lot of buttons to figure out, but I want to give you the key buttons that you need to learn how to use. The trim and extend, all those different buttons that are really important to learn about. So that's my goal here. Get back to this main category. So again, if you just were to scroll down here, just come in here. These videos will be relatively short, 5-10 minutes maybe. So you want to learn about snapping, really a big deal in the CAD world. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that. Rich text, plain text, control, all these different buttons. So you'll learn the proper use of them, and a lot of tips and techniques that aren't readily obvious in Chief Architect, as many things are not that obvious in Chief. So anyway, that's I have a lot of fun with that. So you'll get all of that. And then productivity in business, these are some sessions I've done over the past, and this is what I want to start doing again as part of the plan review, or just having guest speakers on, so we can get you some really good information about running your design business better. And there you go. So again, if you sign up for this, you can have access to everything. Keep in mind, I'm still working a lot of stuff. So if you go to the home, if you go to the dashboard, so if you click the dashboard and you click using the site, you're not going to find anything on how to use the site yet. So I'll get there. Anytime you want to go to the events calendar, it's going to open up that calendar right here. So pretty straightforward. So again, I've tried to keep it super duper simple. And then announcements within the program, I'll be doing announcements. So you'll get all the members will get that automatically.
So we have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
For the live sessions, will they be recorded and available for people to watch?
Yes, I record everything that we do. The Q&A sessions, I may not edit those. They'll just get posted with timestamps. The classes that I do, I'll probably edit those, and we'll edit out any of the goof ups. I try to make all of those those class videos as really tight as possible. Not a lot of fluff going on in those. I just want to get you the information as best as possible. And there'll probably be a bunch of handouts going out with those kind of classes too. So it's just a fun place to share things. So that's yeah.
I have another question.
Yeah.
If you've been a member are you automatically a member of the new academy, or is there a separate and different membership?
If you're an active member, you just log in. You'll be good to go. Your price will not change. As long as you stay an active member, you're good to go. You're grandfathered in. So probably one of the better values out there in the Chief Architect world.
Definitely.
The investment for the New Pro Academy, if you go here, get two options. You get started monthly. The first month is $195, and then each month thereafter it's $65. The annual is $645. One payment for $645. It saves you a bunch off the monthly, and you're in, and you can have access to everything as long as you're a current member. You will get notified a week before the renewal happens. So if you're concerned about that, we'll make sure that you get notified. So if you haven't been using it, or you decide you don't want to get it right at that point, you could just cancel the subscription. It's really easy to cancel the subscription. You just click on the little circle up here and go to settings and go to your account and hit cancel. It's really super easy. And there's also a Q&A link at the bottom of the pages that takes you there as well. And so you just click that little link right here, remove, let's see, yeah, right here. That little link take you to cancel your account. So try to make it as simple as possible for you to take care of that. And so
you're supposed to hide that button real deep somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Although I was reading all the laws about subscriptions now.
Yeah.
And for annual subscriptions, you have to give a notice. So the monthly you won't get a notice. Every month you're not going to get an email that says, hey, your subscription come. You just go in and cancel and you'll be done. So
I had you've told me many times before I should be doing a couple of email blasts at least a year.
Mm-hmm.
and I did one year, and someone was like, unsubscribe, and your unsubscribe button's not working, and it was all on Squarespace. It wouldn't allow me to unsubscribe the person. Man, she's like, I'm gonna sue you if you don't take me off this list.
Well, did you go delete them from their account?
Oh, I did everything I could, and the only thing I could do, I had to convince them to pull it off email. Squarespace has some real weird limitations in their platform. So,
yeah, the unsubscribe for the program I use Kajabi, and it works quite well. So it's a quick link in the email, and you're unsubscribed. Now, what would happen though if you unsubscribe, but you're a member of the Pro Academy, you'd still get the announcements from the Pro Academy, but you wouldn't get any other emails from us.
Yeah.
So that works pretty well.
Also, I want to mention, in case everybody gets real tired of seeing Dan's face in all these videos, the rest of the gang is going to contribute at some point or another to the Pro Academy. Yes.
I haven't added that here because we haven't necessarily worked out what we're going to do yet. But, but you guys will be there, and it's so great to have you as part of the team here. So it's amazing. And as long as we can keep doing this, that'd be awesome. But
yeah,
there you go.
You mentioned the other day your annual schedule that you're going to be posting content for 10 months and then have a couple of months that you don't do stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll post it that far out, but for the next month.
You mentioned that you were going to not post anything in August, and you're not going to post anything in December. Is that what you said?
August and December.
Yes, he wasn't having his meeting. He wasn't going to have his meetings in August, and no live meetings, nothing in August and December.
Yeah, I did leave December 3rd on here this year, because I'm getting kind of started late in the year, so I left that one, and then we'll pick up again on January 7th, and then in August there won't be any meetings either. You guys go have vacations, go get out and enjoy the weather. So I know I want to, but this will be fun. I'm looking forward to this, and I the more the merrier. So I hope you guys sign up and join us. It would be really awesome to have you. Any other questions?
Yeah, Vicky's wondering about the designer show. We're still going to be doing it.
Well, if no one signs up for the Pro Academy, then I'm going to quit the designer show. But no, we'll keep doing the designer shows. We have too much fun with these to stop doing them. What I am thinking of doing though with some of the designer shows is taking those recordings and either pulling parts out or editing out all of our blah blah blah, and just, is that a good term? And then just putting the hard content in the Pro Academy, so it's easier to go find that and easier to get what you're looking for. So I'm thinking about doing some of that, because we do cover some pretty good stuff in these shows. So many of you that have been part of this for a long time, I hope that you've gained a lot of knowledge from the designer shows, and I hope to take that up a whole bunch of levels in the Pro Academy. Yes. So that's part of what that is all about. And at this point, I'm not planning on doing any other classes. It should be just the Pro Academy. That's my main topic right now.
Did you see what Vicky said?
I did not. What did Vicky say?
Pull it back up again. The blah 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 part is fun. Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you, Vicky. Okay, we'll keep blah blah blah.
Some people call that a cold open. Okay, I mean that's the technical term, or the intro.
Well, when you're used to teaching a technical product like Chief Architect, it's just, you wonder sometimes if you shouldn't be blathering so much, but sometimes that is the funnest part, just to find out what everybody's up to and what's going on. So it makes it more human. And of course, when we make mistakes and we show people how to figure out how to fix those mistakes, I know a lot of people love that too. And I do too. I mean, part of the fun with Chief Architect is figuring out how to use the darn thing. And that's kind of what makes it interesting, is we get to figure out new ways to do this thing that we want to do in the program.
Yeah. Sometimes we surprise ourselves. Actually, most of the time somebody's surprised.
Yeah. Oh, look at that new feature. We could do that.
It's been there for 5 years.
Yeah. That button's been there forever, and it does this, really?
I love that part. That's my favorite. When did that button show up? Oh, about whatever. That's my favorite. Renee, I want to compliment you on your backdrop. It looks very well curated. It's almost like you're a designer.
Yeah, look at that.
Thank you. It's my kitchen.
Very nice.
Well, it's very curated. It looks very nice. Your plants are alive. Everything looks good.
Yeah. And this is that's my favorite spot in there. There's a little hammock chair, and
I like that.
Overlooks the bay. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, Renee, you had talked about something you wanted to show. So why don't you take the screen and show everybody what you were talking about? That you're so excited
I know what I was showing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I already forgot. That's how quick it
is. You're excited about so many darn things you can't remember which one it was, huh?
This is a cool comment by Marnie. When we work from home, we become the office support group.
There you go.
Fine with that.
Now you can even get a little bit more support.
This is going to take all of 2 seconds to show what I'm excited about.
Okay.
I just did a lot of work to finally get my schedules to look like this, and I just love the look of this, especially when it gets into a layout.
Yeah, it looks great.
So, wow. Chief doesn't natively support rich text font in schedules. So
that's true. They wouldn't.
Right. And so I just
do that.
Did a lot of work to get that to work. And I mean, it's still, you can still see column headings and display grids and borders and all that stuff if that's the look you want. But I'm still getting that rich text effect in here. And
God, that looks great.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Love that. Really nice.
I really enjoy that. And so, when we're looking on my layout sheet for that page, except for I'm not working from something that has any windows on it. Let me get something on here. I can figure out where the heck I am. I'm on my second computer right now, and it always takes a little bit of a download for me. Let's see. Talk amongst yourselves.
He says he doesn't know if he can trust a site that makes it easy to cancel.
Yeah, isn't that true?
Sorry. I mean, if you want, I can hide it deeper or somewhere.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like unsubscribing to email. If someone's not interested in my emails anymore, I want them to unsubscribe rather than me bugging them. So
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So this is just how it shows up on the page, as you get a little overview of the building, and then those schedules start populating. And another trick that I did, and I could show you guys how to do this in your templates too, maybe in the next show or something like that. But there's a column here that has no heading, and it creates a bunch of character spaces. And that's to make it so that these are always sized the same. I don't know if you've ever noticed that before, but you can't get your row spacing to be the exact same. There's no setting for that if you're showing images in your schedules. So it was just a simple solution is let's add a column and put a certain number of spaces in there. And that makes it so every time you add some new item, it will be spaced out evenly.
Nice.
So that one's
nice.
That one's a simple trick. You guys can go play around with that yourselves. That'll be pretty easy to set up. It just took, getting to the idea to make it work.
So did you have to create a rich text something around the box with a lot of
so recreating this part is difficult because you have to have a custom font. The font is then you take the whole alphabet, which is bold, and you duplicate it and you make something that's not bold, and you put it in some other part of that same font.
Right.
And then you need a macro to say, hey, so I have a macro that anything you plug into it, it will remap to the other part of the font, giving you rich text anywhere you want. So anything that's not, supporting rich text, now you're doing that, but you need a macro for it. So that's one thing I wanted to plug. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick is I just hired someone. I posted this on my Facebook group, but I hired someone to do a blog for me, and I would love it if anybody needs contract writing, if they need she does grant writing, she does your blogs, she'll do your info blurbs, she'll do your social media posts, but she just did this blog for me. It's on my website. And I encourage anybody to go read it because it's some really, really fantastic information about AI and how to use it and how to get some success over it. people may not know this, but Kevin and I have a lot of discussions about how to use AI and what we're doing and what we're trying and what we're accomplishing and circumventing the common issues you'll see. There's some really fantastic analogies she gives in here to explain to you the concepts of how it's working and why you might be running into problems and how you can get around those problems. It's an awesome blog. She's an awesome writer. Go hire her. And that's what I'd say. And that's it.
Cool.
Nice.
Rabbitdesign.net.
Yeah, I think I get to post a comment now from my own account. Is that what Kevin figured out earlier? Let's give that a go. Nope, that's from everybody's account.
There
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
You got it? Oh, you did it. Okay. Is that clickable?
There you go.
I don't know.
You did.
You'd have to go to YouTube to see if it's clickable. Not sure.
But
But she's going to be doing a series
right.
on AI stuff.
It
So the
is
next
clickable in YouTube.
blog is just going to be giving you some examples you can try for yourself and why it works.
That's awesome.
cool. So how did you find Elizabeth?
She's a friend of mine, and she
That's
just
not the Elizabeth that was at our meeting, was it? Oh no, different.
No.
Okay.
And she showed some interest in writing. She's got a degree in rhetoric from Cal Berkeley, and she's a bar manager, but just wanted some gig work and started talking. And boy, was that a simple process. I drafted a quick AI outline, and I gave her that. I had it do 4 different outlines. I gave her 4 different outlines, which to me would be chaos.
Yeah.
And she just plugged away and then said, I'm ready for a review. Did a little quick review, gave my edits, and it came back the way you see it. It's just, I think it's awesome. So
You guys on the call, anybody here using AI for various reasons? I was talking to a guy at the chief architect gathering last month, and he's got it set up so he can plug in. He records the conversations he has with his clients in the initial stages. When you first start meeting with your client, and you're talking about what they want to do, and then he starts to put together this scope of work to come up with a cost. So he records that whole conversation, feeds it to his AI thing that he set up. He's got a chat set up, and then it starts producing. He's getting it really tuned in to start producing the numbers for him and all of the, really give him summary of the conversation, all that stuff. Sounds like a really good use of AI. So really helping him in his sales process to create much better information for his clients. And that's really kind of what the whole thing about AI is. I mean, I use it all the time to help me with ideas, to help me clean up some wording on stuff, to find things that I'm looking for. Just really cool.
I actually use it to, I've just written 2 new classes for our program, and I've used it to help me to consolidate my notes. It's all of my ideas, because writing an 11-week college class is kind of challenging. So I've used it I put all my notes into it to create the initial breakdown of it, and I use it, and then I spend a lot of time editing it, but it gives me a good starting point, and it helps a lot. I don't use it all the time, but I do it when I need.
So Chad, what are you doing with it right now? What are you AIing? Be kind of curious. Anyway, that sounds like a topic for a designer show someday here soon.
I'll show this. I use one that's called Cursor, and Cursor.
Yes.
I've talked about this before. Kevin's used this before. Cursor installs on your machine, and this is going to look like a whole bunch of chaos on the screen right now, but
not the cursor.
Because it's installed on your machine. What happens is it over on the sidebar, which our faces are covering right now, but over on the sidebar is a bunch of files it has immediate access to, and because it has immediate access to these, it will read in context everything that's there. And the other thing that's fantastic about Cursor is I can highlight some string of, in this case, I'm doing coding, but some string of code, and I can I can just edit just that string of code if I wanted to, as opposed to editing the whole file. So I can get a chatbot to just add just a section of code, so it's not editing things I don't want it to, is one thing. And then once you get it to edit something, it will show you the highlight. So I can you build workspaces. Workspaces are collections of files that it's going to take as context. So it's not such a linear approach like with ChatGPT. You're inputting, you're getting some output, and you're having to do something with that output. This is actually writing to files. So just to give you an example, is I've got one that this is what I started to do that blog to get that outline. Is it's a number of different outlines that it created, and so I can just highlight portions of that outline, add it to my chat. Sorry, I don't have my WinZoom set up right now, but this would show us that. Oh, I do. There we go. That shows that it just added lines 150 to 156, and I can say expand on this. And the really cool thing about Cursor is if it can't do something, it will write a literally a program to go between to do the thing that you needed to do. So this is more like maybe you're building plugins for something, or
something I just learned here this week. If you how you can have a conversation with AI and then it starts going off in some weird places, and it's like, it's just like, no, that's not what I was talking about. What are you doing? If you tell it to make it a canvas, say, make this chat a canvas, it will stay on topic of the information that you're talking about, and it won't veer off in some weird directions. If you say, hey, I would just want to fix this one line, and it'll just fix that one line. It won't redo the whole dang string of text. So just when you're doing something and you want more focused information, just say, hey, make this a canvas. It works. It's pretty cool. All you got to do is make that one suggestion, that one prompt.
I'm gonna send a warning, however, because one of the things that Renee and I talk about is the losing its mind aspect, and that has to do with the amount of current memory that it holds. I suffered 2 great losses in having done a lot of coding, using it only to scroll backwards and find out that it had erased everything that passed point.
You told me about that, and I go, no, that's what, a week's worth of work?
Yeah, I did. I literally spent about 12-hour days working on something and ended up with nothing. So,
the feature that Kevin was not using is that you see here, this red indicates things that were, and green indicates things that are edited.
Well,
so
what you're
added everything that was edited, and you have the option to undo that or keep it.
The key,
Kevin, hit the keep button.
Yeah, the key there is that because Cursor actually uses a couple of different AI engines behind the scenes, but one of them is ChatGPT. So there's a lot of familiarity in terms of what you can do, et cetera, et cetera. But like Renee said, because it lives on your machine, it can interact directly with your operating system, meaning that it can very easily save things that I didn't save. If you're using ChatGPT, it runs on a server someplace out in space. So the only way that you can preserve something is to do it yourself. And that's where I didn't. So it's very important that you understand that within certain bounds, the canvas is great. Within certain bounds, timing and memory are great. But it does empty its mind before certain points.
I want to pin. Well, and I would say go take a look at that blog, Kevin, even you, because there's some kind of new information that I ran into and that she discovered as well, just about how tokenization happens and how tokenization can cause some disruptive and ambiguous things to happen that then create bottlenecks, that then creates problems with the output, and it will tell you that it did the thing that you want it to do, and it didn't,
and it didn't,
and that's largely because of this problem that comes up. And then Kevin and I have both watched this video, and it's one of the best videos that you could watch as an introduction to how AI is even working, because it'll help you understand it better so that you take better advantage of all of its strengths.
It's really an outstanding video.
And then I want to mention to Chad here, by the way, I have built something that lets you take data from your job builder, your builder trend, whatever can put out a CSV output, and automatically parse that to a numbered note with its schedule. And I can take any columns that you want from your CSV data. So,
well, my guess is you might get a call from Chad here. Chad, nice to see you, by the way.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I guess I don't have much else here. Again, please check out the Pro Academy. Would love to have you as part of it. And just all the members that are in there, I'll be updating you on a regular basis with what's happening in there and things that are posted. And we'll just have some fun with Pro Academy and all the things that we do in our business. So we'll take this, what we're doing here, and make it even better. Yeah.
Well done, Dan. Well done, Dan.
Thank you.
And well done, Jolene, for all your support to keep Dan on task.
There you go.
Anyway.
Have a great day, everybody.
So you guys, just feel free to reach out to us. Again, if you go to Chief Experts, and here, let me show this real quick. Add to the stage. Come on. I got to do this. If you ever want to get a hold of any of us, do I have the wrong thing? No, I don't. Oh, there we go. Just head over to chiefexperts.com and just scroll down the page and look at those good-looking people. If you need help with anything, reach out to one of those people.
And we are changing that picture of me. Jolene, I'm sending you a better picture. That is the worst. Absolutely the worst photo.
You look great.
No, that is not a good photo.
But if you want to get a hold of any of us, you can just go here and you'll link right to their contact information. John is you're helping people with plans and coaching. I mean, all of us help with coaching.
Yes.
Renee, you're same thing. You're helping with plan. I mean, we're all helping with plans and coaching. So just reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you. If you're not sure which one of these people to talk to, give me a call and I'll point you in the right direction. So, and you'll be well taken care of. There's also some free handouts for you here too. How to make money selling your design services, which is just some points about why you deserve to be paid reasonable fee for your services. Robin did this nice Kitchen Work Center handout that you can get. There's a free brick library, although I think Chief has done a good job of adding bricks, so I don't think we need to get this anymore, although there's a lot of good bricks in here. Boy, I did that a long time ago. So check it out. And then at the bottom of the page, you'll see our latest blog posts. All of these are recorded and stored and put in the blog. So if you ever want to go back and watch one of our shows, you could go there. You can also see us on YouTube. And then you can always join us on our social media. We got our Facebook.
Hey, Dan, if you need some blogs written, I know someone.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe we'll get something going there. So you guys have a great weekend, and we're always here to help. So please reach out if you need anything. So
sounds great. Take care, everybody.
All right. See everybody. Bye now.
Bye.
Well,
Yeah.